everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks have their transcendent superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he said, we've got more. We have a great team, guys who can knock down shots. If there are 5 people in front of me who want to hold me back from that goal, there are 4 guys on the court who will make plays. That's what makes us dangerous. Kevin, back to you.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Carter out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Harris, and it's Fultz in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here's Giannis. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Now here's Lopez. Giannis outside. 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Now the pass to Fultz. Outside Porter. Back to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. That one wide left. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Middleton. Good on the shot. Middleton's got the first points up on the board for the Bucks.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
Now here's Giannis. Markel Fultz able to get his last shot to go.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And there's Fultz on the assist from Harris.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Back to Giannis. And another basket for Milwaukee.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fultz walking around. Pass to Harris. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the 3. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And count it, this shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here for the Magic. Terrence Ross comes in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. Over Holiday. shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. They get the rebound. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. That shot is off. Isaac with some nice D. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's Carter, high post. He's again, and the layup is good.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here is Forbes. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Holiday, the pass to Portis. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Anthony. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bucket is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Holiday. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Anthony against Holiday. 13 feet away. And the shot is long. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Here is Forbes. Inside. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis goes back up. And Holiday with the lane. Holiday's got 6 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Anthony with it. Here's Ennis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in, and whenever I face him, I got to show up. I cannot be taking a day off against him.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Hampton out there with Carter Williams. Then it's Ennis. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Okeke in at the 4-shot. Passes it to Ennis. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Now, here's Hampton, guarded by Holiday. Hampton dishes to Carter Williams. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. Back to DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Middleton from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Fultz.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Here is Porter, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Isaac trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it a shooting foul.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old-school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip. Shoot 2.
That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Carter hits them both. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fultz kicks to Harris. Porter outside. The Magic again can't hit. Bucks leading by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, pass to Porter. From deep. Fultz shot off, and Milwaukee the other way now. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. To the inside, Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Isaac. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Bucks. And both free throws good for Isaac.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Holiday covered by Anthony. Antetokounmpo against Isaac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
For Milwaukee, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good. Thomas. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Magic also changing it up. Bamba comes in for Wendell Carter. And Hampton subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Okeke. Back to Anthony. Fires from deep. But they get it there. Bamba kicks to Anthony. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Drives in.
The initiative there from Antetokounmpo. Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Outside Anthony for the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, you guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully, in the pick and roll is just making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 9 points. And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
All night long, Giannis has been so productive. Utilizing all of his physical abilities to devastating effect. Wearing out a defense, just running through him, dunking over him, pushing people around.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
They didn't really show the effort on the boards they should. They were out-rebounded, and now they really got their work cut out for them in the second half. If they're going to come back, they need to put in a much better effort on the glass.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You're looking at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The Magic trail by 9. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass it to DiVincenzo. No good from the low block. The Magic shooting it. Pretty sorry, 29% for the floor here. It's Porter outside, nailed from three-point land. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts, opt-outs. The reality of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Otto Porter. Giannis is double. The wide open up here for Lopez. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he comes up with the deuce.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
The Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Gary Harris. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Isaac against Holiday. Lopez left side. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Carter Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Count it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And Orlando making a change here. Ennis is checked in. And so he hits both. And here is Carter Williams. The pass to Fultz. Magic moving the ball around. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, there's tremendous length with Jonathan Isaac. How about the ability to finish with authority? Go ahead, young sir.
Holiday against Carter Williams. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Orlando, they've gone a spot 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And then Carter with the dunk.
I tell you what, that's an excellent pass there. Carter Williams almost looked like a sixth sense to see the play as it developed.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Lopez.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw.
Well, Brook Lopez is such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult line for the defenders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Anthony, the pass to Ross. Down low, here's Hampton, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still has a chance to knock that one down.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Ross. Connaughton passes to Lopez. And that one, good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter a shot.
Pass to Bamba. And it's sent back by Lopez.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Sinks the triple. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Bamba. Clock at 6. Here's Ross. Great D that time for Middleton.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
This is it to DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Tucker. And the pass to Connaughton. Now Middleton puts up a 3. ORLANDOMAGIC grabs the miss. Hampton in the corner. Puts one up from 19. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Milwaukee leading by 4. On the court for Orlando. They've got Anthony. Terrence Ross is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Hicks. And it's ORLANDOMAGIC in at the 5, roaming the paint.
How about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you? What's up?
The Magic trail by 7. Harris looking it over. Lets it go with a 3. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Got a hand on it. Right side, Porter. Trying to get open his partner. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know that Porter believes he belongs in this league. His efficiency and shooting the ball with confidence in the paint, that's nice.
Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
To the middle. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Carter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Fultz comes in for Anthony. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Here is Porter after Drew Holiday's score. Left side, Porter. Here's Fultz. And it's off from three-point range. It's Portis, high post. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Inside, here's Isaac. Can't hit from in close. Bucks leading by 4. Fires from 14. Offensive rebound. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Moves back up. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Here's DiVincenzo. There's Portis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shooting Milwaukee. Portis at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Portis. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Magic. They trail by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. Trying to get open his Carter. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Isaac against Giannis. To the paint. There's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And really the playmaking skills that Giannis possesses are special. He's so difficult to guard in screen and rolls because of it.
The Magic trail by 8. Stolen by Middleton. Whistle blows.
Nice one.
Good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Here's Porter.
Well, watching Brook Lopez work on defense is a thing of beauty. This is one of the longest guys we have in the NBA.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Giannis dishes to Middleton. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Middleton's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Milwaukee.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the rejection by Giannis.
You can see badges everywhere. Giannis, Drew, Middleton.
Harris. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think they have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
He throw good. Porter.
I just look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Brazdeikis is checked in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Ennis. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with a high advantage. The fadeaway was really his only choice, but still a tough shot.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.
Can we get a mic check from you just to make sure the sound?
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. A look at the Magic starting group. Harris is out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Carter. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Here's Fultz. Outside Porter from downtown. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but
let's go.
He should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Both a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Fultz. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with me, and one player on his mind was Jrue Holiday, and his ability to attack a defense with his playmaking. Coach said, with Jrue, you have to worry about his shooting and his passing. He's the complete guard. He may be underrated still, but he is one of the more talented players in the league. Guys?
Thank you, David. And knocked up by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Orlando's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fultz looking around. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. Fultz, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Both loose, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Young. 6 points for him.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still, power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. A guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Carter, and it's James Edison for Isaac. Anthony against Howard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Anthony. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Teague surveying the D. There's the lob to Portis. That one.
Bangga, Portis. Bangga.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
The first one falls.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Now here's Carter Williams. Intense shot, and Bamba lays it in.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter Williams against Teague. And here is Bamba. Lock at 6. No good from Ross.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Teague. And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Carter Williams. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team from outside. And
Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Nora in at the 3. Nora, the pass to Forbes, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Hampton with the ball. Here's Okeke, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So both teams changing it up here. So he gets them both. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Holiday looking for an opening. A wide open look here for Lopez. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. It's Harris with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Fultz. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Yeah, and as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams, and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
For Orlando, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Anthony subbed in for Harris. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Fultz. Outside Anthony. Pass to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic again can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Okeke. Second chance effort. That one goes in. Carter's got his second basket.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
DiVincenzo against Fultz. Isaac with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Holiday. On Lobbed up there for Lopez. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Anthony against DiVincenzo. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
But the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
.112 left to play here in the second quarter. Holiday against Anthony. The pass to Ross. 5 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The Magic getting another chance here. Bamba passes to Anthony. Softly drops in the floater. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Here's Holiday. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ross. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Yes.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
We got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. Here's Ennis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Hey, Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please, in the audience, say his last name? That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And so in the game for the Magic, Isaac out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Porter. And there's Fultz. And it's Harrison at the 2-guard spot. The Bucks shoot the ball really well in this game, 58%.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player, and I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Fultz. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Watch the counts. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Magic shooting for the game at 42%. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
The Magic trail by 6. Harris looking it over. Pass to Fultz. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Fultz. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Giannis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day, so you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Teague drives in. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the lob to Portis. Shot clock at 5. And here we go. Hampton heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Hampton.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially at the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Teague against Carter-Williams. Teague, the pass to Norm. It's not going to go for it. The Magic go the other way with it. He lobs it up. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, you really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
And Antetokounmpo.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. Ross on the wing. Kicks to Hampton from outside the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Miles has got rebound. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Ross. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 6. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Teague against Carter-Williams. He kicks it to Ross. The Magic again can't hit.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it's
out of the slump.
Need him to get it together.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession. That's exactly what they ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knock them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Haven't we seen that a few times?
No one can stop the Greek freak.
Has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And stolen by Portis. No good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And here is Anthony to the inside. And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
Teague dishes to Tucker. It's stolen by Carter.
So, no alley-oop, man.
Anthony on the wing, guarded by Tucker.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this is an area that you like to see Fultz work on. If he can develop a consistent mid-range jumper, it's over for the rest of the league.
Teague drives in. Portis kicks it to Tucker. A 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 10. Fultz the pass to Isaac. Morag grabs the board. The Bucks shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. There's the lob to Portis. Hammers the alley through.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the pace, you just keep going.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. I don't see if they have enough to replay. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Inside. Porter trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Giannis. Lopez passes to Holiday. On left